Taki traders, welcome to the 27th of May. We said that Monday, Tuesday was some great days on the share markets, and wondering what happened today, if there would be a bit of a pullback. But financials have lifted up to another nice gain today. You can see here CBA Westpac up 8% nicely. Some of the miners come off a little bit. Gold is down at the moment, so that's going to stem some cut downs on obviously those miners. Still quite good companies though. If anything, definitely Perseus. If it comes off much further, I'll be looking getting back into that. Some of these other companies, Money3 and O Media, they've just had some good gains over the past 7 to 14 days, so just a little bit of a pullback for them. And Santos, of course, oil and gas, with the increase in the oil price assisting them. Quite a good day overall. Let's look at the futures. Sitting here on the Wednesday evening in Australia, we're still getting some very good movement on the Australian future market. ASX200 overbought RSI on the 4-hour, but on the daily, still much more room to go. The S&P 500 as well is on another tier. There is a little bit of concern about where do we go from here, but there is strength, and ride the wave. Gold has come down a little bit. We were sitting around here, we were looking at getting into it. I still feel this will run to 1800. There's still high levels of unemployment, high levels of uncertainty. So while the share markets are doing quite good, I still don't think everything is going to be completely risk off, risk on mainly. I'm still looking back around this sort of range, around 1680 for gold. For me is definitely a buy-in, especially if this RSI down here gets to severe oversold levels. Then I will be definitely considering to get back into gold, accumulate there. You can still see, I mean, the trend line from down here doesn't make so much sense, but there's a nice trend line here. It's broken it. Coming back under 1700 US would be pertinent to hold some gold on. Silver had this nice run up mid-May and is now sort of going sideways. If it sort of does some substantial drop, we're looking at getting back into silver. Quite a few articles are saying that silver is poised for another run, but I just think at the current markets, it needs to have reason to go much higher, especially if it wants to punch above this $17.50 mark. On the crypto markets, Bitcoin and Ethereum are making a comeback. I've left my trend line deliberately here. It broke it, setting up a bearish bias. It's now broken above that. So if we can hold this, if we can hold above this 9100, get back towards this fib level, which is around 9300, I think that's showing some very good levels for Bitcoin. And then that could give it just what that needs, that little bit. It's had this little bit of accumulation, consolidation, a little bit of drop off, which was needed. And then bang, we're going to hit over 10, hit to that 11. And it needs to do that at some point. Otherwise, we are going to get a severe correction back down towards probably sevens, around that sort of mark. Ethereum, you can see as well. Again, I was a bit worried when I saw it hitting around the 190, 98 mark today. Was thinking, oh, is she going to break further? Not even a downward wick like before though. Bang, and it's up at the moment. So both Bitcoin and Ethereum are looking quite good. If we're moving over towards the, altcoin market, put a little bit of money in ZCash, not too much. I already pulled some profits from that. A bit of a mixed bag, the rest of the altcoins, nothing too exciting at the moment. As you can see at the top here, there has been some that have still had quite good days over the past 24 hours. And you can see as well, this is a good example of why I always say take your profit. Power Ledger, one of my favorites, still banging around here. I'm looking at like a buy-in further down, which would be halfway down to this week is what I'm sort of keeping an eye on. So overall, quite a good day for stocks and equities. Gold coming off the boil as expected, but probably looking for another consolidation before another run-up. Bitcoin and Ethereum doing its thing at the moment. The next 24 hours will be telling for that. And if nothing else, enjoy riding these waves. The trend is your friend in these examples. Happy trading and happier profits.